Yeah, who would have thought we'd be talking about egg prices right now? But apparently we're talking about egg prices. Welcome to In Other News. I'm your host, Mike Russell. Thank you for allowing me to take yesterday off. Yesterday was a much needed, very much needed day off, and got to spend some time in an undisclosed location and do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But go to actually a brewery where I had, for the very first time in my life, a bad IPA. I've had IPAs that weren't great. I've never had a bad IPA. It was terrible. I don't want to throw this place on blast either. I want to, punk the guys. They're small business. But damn, it was bad. It was pretty bad. You know me in IPAs. I'm a connoisseur of the IPA. I love IPAs, but it was really, really, really bad. Yeah, Lynn, hope you're doing well, pal. We'll see you tomorrow. Anyway, egg prices are now a topic. For 4 years, everything in our world has increased in price. Everything has increased in price, including eggs. And that's not something we need to talk about. We don't need to talk about that at all. Now, egg prices going up, and now it's an issue. Now it's a total issue. Here's what happened, so you are very well aware of the entire process. The United States Department of Agriculture, under Joseph Robinette Biden, so the Biden administration's Department of Agriculture, signed off on not the curing, not the preventing of bird flu in chickens. They actually ordered the execution of 100 million chickens. 100 million chickens have been executed by the Biden administration prior to Trump taking over. 100 million. And you expect, when you have 100 million egg makers that are no longer making eggs because they're, what's the word for it, dead, and you expect the demand to stay the same, yet the price not to go up. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. I really don't know what's going on with my camera right now, you guys, but it's getting a little crazy over here. But yes, Chris. Oh yeah, it's always Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. It literally was the Biden Department of Agriculture that ordered the killing of 100 million chickens. 100 million. It's a lot. Okay. And by the way, the bird flu is something that's manageable in chicken farms and egg farms. But they destroyed 100 million chickens. Where's PETA in all of this? Anyone? Where's PETA? Are you're okay when Democrat administrations run a slaughter of 100 million chickens? You're totally okay with that? You guys are good with that. They didn't even have bird flu. Just in case they get it, they're going to get killed. That was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, logical conclusions. Yeah, I wanted to eat some chicken right now. I'm all about that. People eating tasty animals, of course. That's what PETA stands for. At least in my world, that's what it stands for. Okay, so that's why egg prices are high. Sorry, y'all. Egg prices. I'm going to have eggs right after the show. Because I was, I wouldn't say smart, but when I did see a good deal on them, I went and pounced on them. I got a good amount of eggs. But because I eat a lot of eggs. Because my doctor told me to eat more eggs. Eat more chicken, eat more bacon, eat more salt, eat more cheese, just go nuts. Yeah. So let's get to the huge freak out du jour. And that is USAID. USAID. Which, when you see clowns acting like they are acting, Chuck Schumer, AOC, The View, you know you're pretty close to the target, if not you're directly over the target. You're directly over what should be the best thing for the American people and the U.S. tax dollar when people freak out like this. Yes. The kimono of corrupting is open in the deep state, Mike. You're darn right, Greg. You're darn right. So let's talk about USAID. USAID is a money laundering organization. That's all it is. That's it. The government gives contract to foreign nations for stupid things and good things. Those contracts go to NGOs, and the NGOs donate to the Democrat Party to keep them elected. It's a money laundering scheme, period. And I'm sure Republicans as well. Let's just say Washington, D.C. in general. It's a money laundering scheme. And the thing that needs to end immediately, forget about, we can take old DEI and LGBTQIA+. We can take all of that out right now and talk about the word accountability. Accountability, accounting. Is there an accounting for anything that we're doing? No. So if I wanted to put on a puppet show in Uganda and I told the government, yes, I donated to your campaign, Mr. or Mrs. Senator or Congresswoman, man or woman, DNC or RNC. I want to put a puppet show on in Uganda. They hand me $1 million. I don't have to tell them if I did a puppet show or not. They don't ask. They don't ask how many kids came to the puppet show, what the puppet show was about. Did I use any Muppets? Did I have to get any licensing through PBS and the Henson Foundation? Did I have to do any of that? No, don't care. Here's your $1 million. Do you want $1 million next year? Do you want to do another one next year? Sure. And this is rampant in that department. And I mean rampant. There are people that are freaking out. Doge team showed up into the USAID offices over the weekend, and I took down my pride flag. I took down books that they might have thought have been problematic. I'm like, they weren't there for your damn pride flag. They were there to find out the hell you're spending our tax dollars on. It's a fantastic way to do things. So let's get to Chuck U. Schumer, and he has this to say.
Just the beginning. If Doge attacks USAID today,
which they have,
then you can be sure they'll move on to another target tomorrow.
ATF?
Who knows?
IRS?
Maybe it'll be the Postal Service or the IRS or even the Social Security Administration.
Oh, yeah,
they could be next. Or maybe our national security agencies.
Yes. Good. Yep. All of them. Line up. You will be served on Wednesday of next week, and you'll be served on Tuesday of next month. And yes, we're going to go in line, and we're going to get rid of the waste and fraud in each of your divisions. Yes, ATF gone, by the way. Department of Education we'll get to in a moment. The TSA gone. TSA, I have a question for you. TSA, show of hands. Can any TSA agent give me the exact number of terrorist and terror plots that you have thwarted since your inception? Exactly. You can all go report to HR. They have a nice cardboard box for you, and y'all are gone. And we'll go ahead and sell those stupid scanners to all of the sports facilities around the country, because apparently those are hotbeds of terrorist activity. It's the same crap. Okay, there you go. Get our. How about this? Make airports fun again. Airports used to be rad. I used to love going to an airport. I hate going to airports now. Airports suck. Yeah. So I mean, just TSA, you're gone. Everybody's gone. But the USAID, USA, it has been an absolute money laundering scheme, and that's why you are seeing people freak out. They have to get out for these NGOs, the money makers in these FGOs. And by money makers, I mean nefarious pieces of garbage that form the NGO to steal the money from you and give it back to the politicians, or give some back to the politicians and enrich themselves. If you see Chuck Schumer, Jamie Raskin, and AOC and The View freaking out, you know you're right over the target. Here's Jamie.
Elon Musk, You didn't create USAID. The United States Congress did for the American people.
For the American people?
And just like Elon.
Whoa. Oh, there's Ilhan back there. Look at her. Oh, what a peach. Just the left of the head left of Raskins on the screen there to his right, but to your left. When Jamie Raskin says that this was made for the American people and they're all clapping and hooting and hollering, you're being screwed. You're being screwed. When politicians say they did something for the American people, what American people? What are you talking about?
Elon Musk did not create USAID. He doesn't have the power to destroy it.
He doesn't.
And who's going to stop him?
No, nobody's going to stop him because hold on.
We are.
Oh, okay.
We're going to stop him.
This is so funny. This is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed
Elon
for him.
Musk, you may have illegally seized power over the financial payment systems of the United States Department of Treasury, but you don't control the money of the American people. The United States Congress does that.
Yeah, and you guys suck.
Article 1 of the Constitution.
Yeah, and you guys suck at it. You're fired.
Just like the president who is elected to something cannot impound the money of the people, we don't have a fourth branch of government called Elon Musk, and that's going to become real clear.
I hope you're embarrassed, because the only people cheering, by the way, are the staff of all of these politicians. Those are staffers that are out there. These aren't real Americans showing up for a rally against Elon Musk in Doge. These are staffers. These are people that are on the payroll, your payroll, by the way. Oh, a piece of good news too is I'm going to digress here. 20,000 government employees have taken the payout offer. Bye. See ya. Thanks. And you're welcome for giving you a payout, by the way. We could have just fired you. Well, you're fired. You're done. But the Biden administration made it almost impossible to fire a government employee. Oh, what in the world? Okay. I don't know. Rod, you might be pulling a muscle on this. Wait. I had an unopened jar of Mary Berry jam. There you go. Nice. Okay, nice. Here we are. Mary Berry. Okay. Well done. Well played. I'm going to blow the dust off of that one, but I'm not mad at that at all. But it is embarrassing watching them do this. Well, you can't do that to us. Well, yeah, you can. Why? El Presidente. The executive order pen, because he uses a felt pen, use like a Sharpie for these things. And I want that to be my ringtone. Just Trump signing executive orders.
For Elon Musk to have access to the payment systems at Treasury?
Well, he's got access only to letting people go that he thinks are no good if we agree with him. And it's only if we agree with him. He's a very talented guy from the standpoint of management and costs. And we put him in charge of seeing what he can do with certain groups and certain numbers. Some of the numbers are horrible, what he's found. Think of it, $100 million on condoms to Hamas.
50 million.
Condoms to Hamas. And many other things that are frankly even more ridiculous. And they're finding tremendous waste, waste
and
more
fraud
than anything else. I think
say
you could
and
say
fraud.
Probably fraud and abuse can be added to
That's
it.
my man.
More
There you
standard
go.
waste, fraud, and abuse.
Mm-hmm.
But they're finding tremendous amounts of really bad things, bad spending. You've been writing about some of it, frankly, and some of the things that they've been doing is just terrible. Elon can't do and won't do anything without our approval.
It's true.
And we'll give him the approval where appropriate. Where not appropriate, we won't. But he reports in, and it's something that he feels very strongly about, and I'm impressed because he's running, obviously, a big company. It has nothing to do with there's a conflict that we won't let him get near it. But he does have a good natural instinct. He's got a team of very talented people. We're trying to shrink government, and he can probably shrink it as well as anybody else, if not better. Where we think there's a conflict or there's a problem, we won't let him go near it. But he has some very good ideas, and we have a lot of very other talented people also. We're bringing in the most talented people in the world. By the way,
and the world, the most talented people. We get it. All right, then it goes bigger to the Trump commercial. He's right. There's no Doge is not a government agency, but then again, I heard this: Doge is not part of our United States Constitution. Well, neither is the ATF, neither is the IRS, CIA, FBI. So it's okay. What do we have? What did they say that Trump dismantled the Office of Emergency Preparedness or something like that? The White House Office of Emergency Preparedness. That was just a made-up division. So we got rid of it. Yeah. Did you hear about Elon's team of Gen Z engineers? Yes, I definitely did, Greg. We're going to get to that in just a moment. That's a beautiful segue, though. All right. But anyone, again, the funny thing is remember he's a dictator. He's a dictator. He's a tyrant. This man. Why? Have you ever known dictators to shrink government? Authoritarians to shrink government? Haven't seen it. But let's see what a bartender thinks. See what a bartender thinks about the wealthiest man in galactic history. Let's see what the bartender Sandy Cortez, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez for the cool kids, representative from New York,
is probably one of the most unintelligent billionaires I have ever met or seen or witnessed. Which, you can probably even glean that from watching these people on TV. Anyways, all of that is to say is that they don't do their homework. Clearly, like they're putting 19-year-olds in at the Treasury. This dude is not smart. And the danger in the lack of intelligence and the lack of expertise that Elon has. I mean, this guy is one of the most morally vacant, but also just least knowledgeable about these systems that we really know of. But the point is that what that means is that they're going to hit a button. Inevitably, they are going to hit a button and things can go sideways.
Okay, yeah. That's the goal. Is so that things can go sideways for y'all. Things can go sideways for government. Things go sideways for the bureaucracy, for the deep state, for all of this. Yeah, it's going to go sideways fast. I absolutely love what is being done right now. I am not the only one cheering what is being done. Those outside the Beltway, we the people, are applauding this. Now, let me get to this. My daughter is 19. My daughter is more qualified than Jamie Raskin to do any of this. My daughter, at 19 years old, some of y'all met her this weekend. She can run some stuff. What's 19 have to do with it? Our founding fathers were in their 20s, y'all. 20s. They launched the greatest experiment in human history in their 20s. But what's fun thing is what Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez just said there is 19-year-olds, you're stupid. You're dumb. Just like remember Kamala said that? Mm-hmm. It's not a smart political move. It just really isn't. Saying the 19-year-olds don't belong there, huh? Interesting.
So, I mean, are Americans going to be okay with Musk? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's to show the big sign that said moan above the yeah. Oh, yeah. That came on a little earlier.
A guy nobody voted for having all this kind of power. And
our entire government is run by unelected bureaucrats. You please have to know that. Please understand that. Unelected bureaucrats run our government. So for her to say, "Oh, Elon Musk is unelected,"
the news outlet Wired found out that at least 6 of the gentlemen on Elon Musk's team are between the ages of 19 to 24 with little or no government experience.
Perfect. They're hired. Darn right. Little or no government experience. You're hired. I love it. Yes. You don't have government experience. I want you to look at this and how this organization is run here. See, you got your degree. I see. Oh, you got your degree at 19 from where? Oh, Penn Wharton. Okay. All right. Well, here you go. Look at this this organization. See what we need to switch. All of it. Okay, but that's not how government, you don't have any government experience. That's the way government runs. I know you need to change all of it. That doesn't work right. She continues. Oh, I apologize.
And no one is in college. I mean, who are these people and why do they have access to any of your business?
Well, they don't. What they're doing is actually illegal. Everyone knows that the separation of powers allows for Congress to decide. They have the power of the purse.
No. Okay, they do have the power of the purse. She was right there. What Elon Musk is doing is not illegal. By any stretch of the imagination is what they're doing illegal. Oh, it's funny. They're actually stealing from the people that stole from us. It's very Robin Hood-y what they're doing right now. Yeah. See, Greg said that my IT guy was 16 when he hired him. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's a full ride issue. Yeah. Aerospace. Bill Gates doesn't have a degree. Yeah. Believe it or not. How about that? Yes, you aren't indoctrinated. You can't come into this role. You're not indoctrinated yet. You have to start as an intern and learn how to suck up to people and be a yes man and just agree with everything and the expansion in the role of government. You should just keep agreeing and agreeing and agreeing. What a wonderful band of idiots. And again, when it comes to USAID, when it comes to these clowns, it really isn't. It doesn't go to the LGBTQ parade that was funded for Afghan single children. It doesn't matter. And by the way, all these DEI and LGBTQ initiatives that they're pushing, USAID was funding around the world, the initiatives are in countries that would kill you if you were had anything to do with the LGBTQ community. So it was just money laundering. Oh, we want to have LGBTQ inclusive initiatives and DEI initiatives in Pakistan. And this, no. Okay, here's your $5 million. We can't have an initiative if they kill all of those people that are openly gay. Yeah. So it came down to accountability, the accounting of the money. And just spare me this crap about all these HIV meds in Africa won't get there without USAID. Those are just fine. The meds will get there. If we need to continue a program that is saving lives somewhere, hell yeah. Okay. The only thing you have to be worried about is your money laundering operations and your money laundering USAID payouts. And on top of that, you better find out the records from all of the funding of a lab in Wuhan by USAID. Yeah. Eddie Murphy was in about the government. Dude, that was the Distinguished Gentleman, my man. No, it's the Distinguished Gentleman, Grizz. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, such a great one. Yes. Oh man, they totally screwed up that movie, The Distinguished Gentleman with Eddie Murphy. They totally screwed up that movie, making it like some feel good, tug at your heartstring, like the con man with a conscience kind of vibe. I'm like, dude, come on. It was Jeff Johnson, the name you know. Remember, he ran as Jeff Johnson, the actual incumbent that died, but he ran as the same name, and people just kept checking Jeff Johnson. That was his entire campaign slogan, Jeff Johnson. The name you know. It's fantastic. They went to Jeff Johnson's widow and got his old campaign signs and all. It's fantastic. Oh, it was awesome. That was a good movie. Yeah, it was just a team of con men working DC. Yeah. And again, these slappies are just upset that we're exposing, that Elon Musk is exposing their corruption. Y'all, every we the people, every we the person needs to step up and support this. Every we the person who has money taken from them every week out of their paycheck needs to support what is going on with Doge, because it is exposing corruption. It is not exposing waste. This is not waste. This is fraud. This is a corrupt system that is being exposed in real time. And with a quickness. I didn't think they'd get to USAID for a year or so. They went right for the jugular because this is the big one. This and defense spending are the two biggest money laundering operations we have. And every one of us as Americans, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Presbyterian, candle maker, Catholic, who cares what you are? You should support this if you have money taken out of your check for taxes. You should support what's happening. If you look at the trillions in debt that this nation has because of this garbage, and don't applaud Elon Musk and the Doge team and Donald Trump for trusting them to do this right, I don't know where, I don't know if you should be able to vote. Of course you should be able to vote. It's we the people's America, I know. Yeah. Even dumb people and smart people get to vote. It's just how it is. CIA is finally getting caught this time. CIA, we'll see. We'll see what happens to Kash Patel. That's right. If Kash Patel gets confirmed and is the head of the FBI, you're going to see all of this. You're going to see all of it. It's going to happen. I think that we might be seeing what David Schweikert told me a year or so ago, that the only way out of the current mess of governance in the United States of America, the only way out of this mess is to open up the books and say, here, this is it. This is what we've been doing. We're sorry. This is what we've been spending on. This is what happened to the money. We're sorry. That is the only way, according to a sitting congressman, we can get out of this mess that we're in currently. And this is what is happening right now. But instead of remorse and, okay, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have spent on that. And your tax dollars are important to me. There's no remorse. It's, he can't do this. Any politician saying he can't do this instead of, holy crap, we spend what on what, is on the take and as crooked as can be. Did you hear the little dictator tot this weekend? Oh, the little dictator tot, Volodymyr Zelensky himself, said, of the $200 billion that y'all said you sent, we only got like 77 billion of that. I don't know where the rest of the money is. If that is true, and if that is exposed by Doge, FBI, CIA, whoever is going to expose this, it would be, I would say, as impactful as getting to see all of the receipts from the government COVID response. It's that important to us as a we the people. Yeah, and if you take most of Washington, D.C. and turn them upside down and shake them like this, that's where all you're going to find the rest of those billions. But Volodymyr Zelensky said, and he's a scam artist to the nth degree, so I don't, he's a hustler, he's a charlatan. I don't think I've ever said charlatan in my life. He's a charlatan. A little cosplay military uniform that he gets on. He just shuffles his way through Washington, D.C., just collecting bags of money. So I take what he says with a grain of salt, but damn, if it's true, this is fantastic, and this is what we voted for, period. End of story. We voted for exposing the corruption in Washington, D.C. And no, this isn't stupid people spending money. This isn't just, oh, gee, they told me it was this and it was something else. This is nefarious. This is fraudulent. There's no, oh, it's just waste and overspending. No. Elon Musk posted, he said there's $600 million annual tab, $600 million tab for sushi at the Pentagon. What? Because nobody shows up. How about this one? This is one of my favorites. Because nobody shows up to the IRS. Everybody's working from home, right? The contract that they had, or the IRS had with whatever beverage company or whatever that brought the plastic cups for the coffee, they're paying the same amount whether the cups are used or not. They're just getting a check from the government. And they go, I just spent, I just went to the IRS headquarters and I put in 100 cups and just made myself $100,000, $128,000. Because the total per actual cup used for what they spent on Dixie cups, the little cups that you get your coffee and you put under the coffee machine, the little cups that the IRS paid, the amount that they paid in relation to the cups that they actually used last year. Do you want to know how much it made each cup cost? I just gave you a hint. $1,280. And again, if you are against this type of exposure, if you are against this, you're on the take. If that doesn't shock you into doing something and fixing that problem, you're getting a kickback. Or if you just shrug your shoulders, it's just government. I'm not going to name the name, but it's somebody that I trust, and one of the very few people that I trust in Congress. Was talking about foreign aid. Said, okay, yeah, there's $1 million here and $1 million there. That just doesn't help. Yeah, it does. I disagreed with him vehemently. Vehicularly? Yeah, whatever. Because every dime counts. Every dime that's sent somewhere that comes back, part of it comes back as a kickback. A couple pennies come as a kickback to the politician that sent it. Fraud. Period. Elon Musk actually went after that Vindman, that little worm, that little weasel that tried to paint Trump in a bad light, and I'm a whistleblower, and I'm so heroic, I'm such an American. That little portly dude. Yeah, portly dude. Yeah. Apparently he's on the payroll from Ukrainian oligarchs, so we'll see where that goes. Because if we're throwing out big words like fraud, embezzlement, money laundering, just launch a RICO case against every congressman and woman. 400 people named in a RICO case in the House of Representatives, 100 named in the Senate. Could you imagine how quickly things would be exposed? Oh, the sexual harassment suits were, I believe, $17 million. I think it was last year. 17 mil. Yeah. You're not supposed to know about that, though. FBI is going to be busy when cash shows up because they're going to be busy packing up their desks. Look at this bozo. Remember this guy? Speaking of the FBI.
Unprecedented. FBI rank and file agents and analysts who make up the vast majority of the field offices who do the work of investigating these cases, of executing search warrants, of executing arrest warrants, doing surveillance, electronic surveillance, whatever it might be. Those people are never touched by the political winds that blow through every 4 years, nor should they be. They, as you said, they don't pick their work. They're assigned to the work that they do. The work they do is lawful. It's within FBI policy.
No, it's lawful because they're told by the corrupt superiors to do this work. That's why it's lawful.
Policies, and not doing the work is not really an option for them, right? They come to the FBI. Most of them come intending to stay for the entirety of their careers.
Andrew McCabe is one of the most corrupt SOBs we'll see in our entire intelligence apparatus. And he says that the vast majority, we have to stop this because the vast majority of rank and file members, meaning that's their version of saying ordinary Americans, right? Rank and file members. Okay, good. Keep them there. Fire everyone above them. There you go. And again, we the people would support that. We the people would say, yeah, it makes total sense. Get rid of these clowns because they're all corrupt. And all of the security detail were taken from all of these guys. Their clearance, their top secret clearance has been pulled. Good. You should not be a cable news talking head or on the payroll of a cable news company and have top secret clearance. No. Sorry. You should not be able to. God, he drones on and on and on and on. Absolutely ridiculous. But you and understand this, as much as Kash Patel, as much as we want him to be the FBI director, he's going to be some sort of, he will be a portion of what happens at the FBI, whether he's the director or not. The deputy director will not release the names or identities of the 26 human assets that they had encouraging people to storm the castle, so to speak, on January 6th. Won't. As a matter of fact, here's what I would do in that case of on Cash's first day. Hi, Mr. President. I'm about to release the 26 FBI agents that were encouraging people to storm the castle, but I would like to get a full presidential pardon for each of them. Wonderful. In return for their testimony as to who put them up to it, what the actual planning was. I want to know all communication that went to who from who, and what their exact orders were. For that, you get they get presidential pardon. And we will not name their names. We will not put them out. We will not name their names. Who's with me on that? I don't care who they were. We knew they were feds there. We didn't, if they were, Bob Jones from, Hoboken. Who cares? Who cares? I'm not going to tear those people up again. Actually, like Andrew McCabe said, like these people they're assigned to this. That dude was assigned to this, and like, okay, let's get people ginned up. Come on, everybody, let's break the windows. Come on, everybody, storm the gates. Give them their pardon and move on. Trust me, the government the FBI has done a hell of a lot worse. So those guys didn't do much. Relatively, those guys didn't really do much. They just gave the DNC exactly what they ordered. Exactly what they did. So yeah. I think they should get the immunity if they rat everyone out. Why? Every one of their superiors, everyone that they're already being fired. It's not like they have to protect them. How about protect your country? Oh, give blood again. Oh, okay. I try to give blood every 6 weeks, my man. I try to give blood every 6 weeks. Give blood. VA vampires are asking for my blood. All right, yeah. I get in there, give blood as much as you can. Just do it. By the way, according to my doctor, now I'm not going to give you medical advice. This is what my doctor has told me. So I'm just going to go with what my doctor has told me. She's the one that gets me to give blood every 6 weeks. So I give blood every 6 weeks, and it basically your body makes new blood, and there's nothing wrong with fresh blood. So she said, just kind of reset the system a little bit. Good for me. Yeah. Sorry. Redefining the word for, exactly, yes. Well, yeah, and they're just lackeys being told what to do. I get that. I sometimes get really tired of that excuse. Well, I was just doing as I was ordered. Yeah, you knew that wasn't the right thing to do. Unless you were on that side of, we're totally going to take this Trump guy down. Yeah. All right, everybody's getting their blood drawn. All right, I like that. Good. I want y'all to be healthy. Keep doing it. Someone very close to me called me right before the show today and said, just so you know, I scheduled a doctor's appointment. I'm like, holy cow, about damn time. Just I'm turning 50 this year. I want to know what the hell's wrong with me. I really do. There is legislation that is being drafted, or executive order. I don't know. Something's being drafted that will dismantle the Department of Education. Here. I think the Department of Education, the ATF, the IRS needs to go bye-bye. Adios. Thanks for playing. Right? So let me give you an example. Something I came across today. I'm going to go ahead and launch this here. This is the spending for our education system. Spending grew since 2013. Okay, this is 2013 to last year. 2013 to last year, the Department of Education, or the United States, spent $16,700 per pupil. From 2013 to 2024, that is a 56% increase. And just so we're clear, the chart that starts 2013 starts at zero. And then there's a 50% increase, 56% increase in spending per pupil. Remember, we hear this. We spend less per pupil than most other educators. Okay. We gave you a 50% increase in 11 years, 56% increase. Reading scores are down 8 points. Math scores are down 15 points since we've added 56% to spending per pupil in the United States. It's not that having a Department of Education is not necessary. It's this Department of Education has completely 100% failed our students. And like I've always said, they will never teach you enough to overthrow them. Period. The Department of Education was meant to create, and it was founded, or basically our public school system, by the Rockefellers, which said we need to make workers, not leaders. That's exactly what our Department of Education is. It's like another day gone by. I saw this meme sent to me by Tequila Jim over the weekend. It had a guy sitting there fishing, and it said, yep, another day gone by where I didn't have to calculate the surface area of a cone. It's true. Yes. Just talked to her BFF in Oregon. Said teachers are being arrested left and right. For trafficking kids. Oh, my gosh. Really? It's a big thing, huh, in Oregon? Good. Bye. I'm done with this. I'm done. Yeah, because it's not rampant. It's not systemic. It's not a big problem. Yeah, it is. I agree with that. We need to get rid of bad teachers, not just move them to another school. But the problem is, Grizz, with that is who gets to decide what a bad teacher is. Who? That's the problem. Remember the biggest education scam we have had in Arizona, which is the sorry, Doug Ducey, you were a big one on this. Prop 123. Remember this? Oh, they fleeced the state to get teachers a pay raise. Then they governmented it. They lied to the Arizona people, saying that this was going to give them raises, give the teachers raises, more money to the classrooms. They handed it to the districts. So there's 121, I believe, districts in the state of Arizona. There should be 12. But there is 121. Those districts kept all the damn money, didn't give any to the teachers. Red for Ed. Oh, my God. Remember that? Oh. Oof. I don't know if I should tell you the story. I don't know if I should tell you the story. There was a complete scam when it came to Red for Ed on for protesting Doug Ducey. It was a complete setup. It was it would land some people in some hot water, but it was all a setup. Those people were planted there. They were not there just to try to help out. The protest. Well, let's talk about, before we wrap it up, I do want to talk about, oh, shoot. You know what I forgot to talk about? Oh, 261 schools? No joke. Really? What did I have? I was off on that one. Let's hear it. Brendan says, let's hear it. I'll put it this. Very entertaining. Moving on. So, do you remember the bishop that tore Trump a new one on his inauguration day? Totally embarrassed him. Yeah, Laura Trump was in the back. I saw her look on her face, was like, I'm about to go strangle that bishop right now. Oh, Doge, you are my favorite. Come to find out that, what's this slappy's name? Bishop Marianne Budde. Booty? I'm going to say Booty. Marianne Booty gets a little bit of government cheddar for her little business that she's running. Her little business to help migrants. Her little business to cash in. Do you know how much her little business made? Assisting migrants? $1 million a week. $53 million last year. 33. Yeah. This is okay. There you go. Well done, buddy. I know I'll give you points for that. No demerits. Yes. Bishop to no good. Yeah. That bishop to no good. Stealing that wholesale. I will be making a post about that later. Thank you, Brendan. Sorry, buddy. I'm giving you credit now, so I don't have to give you credit later. Yes, you'll see it on YouTube. Don't worry. It'll be a short. Oh, we got a few more minutes. Let's do this. This is you go back to the schools thing. Districts are split between elementary, high school. Yeah, correct. Yeah, yes, it's a combination. Yeah, correct. But there was a new years ago. This is what really got me fired up when I saw it. It is a local middle school district building that any small to medium-sized business would be honored, would be blown away to have as their own building. We have these district offices that are these wonderfully beautiful new build buildings. And you say we can't pay our teachers. Then on top of that, we have all of these, and I'm going to say it, I'll rat them out, all these churches that are taking government money to build these buildings for charter schools, which just magically become these giant auditoriums. Gosh, they got a real big theater department there at that elementary school to house their church. The whole thing, the whole spending on education in Arizona and the United States is stupid. Yeah. Mesa Public Schools is the largest. Yes. Oh, hell yeah. Mesa's bigger than Philly. True statement. Anyway, yeah, get rid of all the districts, consolidate the districts. Oh, hell yeah. Definitely do that. Yeah. But nice new buildings. Every district office should be in a portable on an existing campus. That's it. They should not have buildings. Absolutely ridiculous. You see all these, the school district by my hood, you see all their food trucks that move like food from cafeteria to cafeteria, have all these beautiful wraps on them. Have you ever tried to wrap your truck? You know how much that cost? All this crap. It's ridiculous. Let's get you. So RFK and Tulsi apparently have enough votes to get out of committee and go to the floor. The odds are absolutely fantastic for them. Check this out.
They seem to be pretty gosh darn bullish. Their numbers, their chances have been rising. Tulsi Gabbard specifically to be the National Intel Director. She's up to, get this, a 92% chance. A week ago, she was closer to 52%, but as some Republican senators have come out, like Susan Collins, in support of her, her chances have gone through the roof. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to be the HHS Secretary, he's up to 82%. Again, that is also higher than it was a week ago. At this particular point, the two most controversial picks remaining for Donald Trump seem to see their prospects going through the roof at this hour.
What about the field, as it were?
Look at Bernie.
What about the field? So the remaining picks. Chances
99. He's about to cry.
Being confirmed, the average besides.
Look at Johnny's about to cry.
You can't really get much higher than 99%. So look, there's a chance, I guess, a 1 in a million basically, or a 1 in 100 in this particular case, that one of the remaining picks do not get confirmed. But the bottom line at this hour is RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard look likely to be confirmed, and the rest of the field looks really, really, really likely to be confirmed.
So in the end,
there
yet, but imagine for a second we were
self-righteous
at the end here, looking back on all of Donald Trump's nominations, some of which were very controversial.
Oh, I have to put that in there.
How did he do in terms of getting them through?
Yeah, Matt Gaetz obviously decided to step aside, and that's the one so far, the one cabinet pick who was withdrawn or rejected. I looked at all first or, of course, the second nine.
Okay, God, you're annoying. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Tulsi and RFK are going to make it happen if it was this, and then this guy. Again, the Democrat Party, as long as you continue to act like nothing happened in November, that you didn't get spanked in November, you keep acting like that, you're never going to win an election again. All of these guys are gone. This bozo, remember him from the hearings?
Is not over. You can continue this on the floor of the Senate, and I'm going to pull out all the stops because I continue to believe, I've been in public service a while, this is the most unqualified, unprepared nominee I have seen in my time in public service, and I'm going to pull out all the stops on the floor to fight it.
Can you also say? So, of course.
Yeah, what does that mean? Yeah, oh, well, And keep in mind that the nominees from the past administration were men in dresses. And he said he hasn't seen anyone as unqualified as RFK Jr., a bleeping Kennedy, an attorney who has taken on big everything, is not qualified to run HHS. And then, what would Becerra? He was running the Department of Education. He wasn't even a. Was it Department of Ed he was running? He wasn't even. He was an attorney. He wasn't an educator. Oh, these people. Yep. But hey, keep putting them up there. Keep putting them up there. And then, pew, as the CNN guy, up, straight up. Shots are, yeah. Okay. It's going to be great. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You are the biggest Republican commercial there is. You are the biggest commercial for conservative thought and a return to an America that we all know and love, a Gen X America, than for anything else that they could possibly create in a marketing company. So keep it up. Keep it up. All right. Let's do this again mañana at noon right here on In Other News. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for playing along.